Live from GCW's Broadcasting Center in New York City, it's GC News.
Good evening and welcome to GC News at 9. I'm JohnnyZillion.
And I'm Charles G9.
Now, before this episode of GC News begins, I would first on behalf of the News team for any errors/issues that we made during last night's broadcast. Many of these unprecedented events happened due to unpreparedness amongst the staff and other staff-related hassles. We here at GC News will aim higher at giving you a higher production of news and the quickest of updates. Now, to the actual news, we begin tonight with breaking news in game show currency winnings as it just hit 2,000 this afternoon. The group has been long awaiting this milestone, but had to put it on hold due to last week's dangerous threat towards shutting the group and the community down. GC CEO and owner II Prime Lion posted a message on the Discord server just minutes after the celebration saying, quote, "I am absolutely speechless. Nothing but thank you to everyone. Such an amazing community we have. All of you are the reason why I am here and why we do shows. Even though this is quite the short message, please know that my heart is so filled with joy and happiness. I just simply cannot show it enough through here," end quote. He then followed the message with a brand new logo in honor of the 2,000-member celebration made by Tay_edits. From all of the staff at GCW, including the production of GC News, we thank you for supporting our group and the shows that we work so hard on every week. We've grown so much as a community and as a whole, and we aim for bigger futures ahead.
Let's move on with Andrew Cuomo's New York plan to reopen. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is planning on slowly reopening the state. Well, only if the number of cases start going down. Cuomo said in a statement earlier today that New York would consider reopening, but still follow CDC guidelines, saying that a state should not reopen until all new coronavirus-related hospitalizations have declined 14 days. He says that phase 1 of reopening will involve construction and manufacturing activities, and phase 2 will involve all businesses in general, weighing out how essential each business is and what precautions should be taken to remain safe and reduce the risk of spreading the virus. The state will monitor the effects of the change over 2 weeks, and if sudden surge of cases is detected, they will take a step back, and if cases stay low and continue to decline, they will move to the next phase. Cuomo has not said when this plan will be in effect, but is expected to be within the next few weeks, as New York currently has the most cases and deaths of coronavirus in the United States.
Now let's get a check of your local weather with Chief Meteorologist JSAC. How's the weather doing tonight?
Weather's doing just fine. I'm glad you could join us here tonight. Let's take a look at our Doppler radar up on the big screen over there. We've got some nice precipitation going over there in the East Coast. You might even be starting to see some snow in some of the colder regions. That's right, snow. It's very, we got some snow over there, and we have some very heavy rain, but that'll be moving its way out. We'll have some clearer skies coming up later in the week. Currently in the backyard, it is 41 degrees, and we've got some decent northeast winds going there tonight. Speaking of tonight, it's 38 degrees with some light winds and partly cloudy. Sunset tonight's at 7:56, and the sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:08. Tomorrow, here's what your outlook looks like with 38 at 6 a.m., slowly working its way up to a nice high of 47 degrees about. And here's your 7-day forecast. Taking a look at that, we got some scattered showers tomorrow, some partly sunny weather on Tuesday, a little bit of rain on Wednesday. Thursday, it'll be a little breezy and some showers. Friday, little showers, it'll be some breeziness. And scattered showers on Saturday and Sunday, we got a chance of showers. That's all the time I have over here. I'm going to toss it back to you boys at the desk.
All right, thank you, JSAC. Last thing I want tonight is scat showers. Okay, well, as you may recall, we reported yesterday about the rumored death of Kim Jong-un after a so-called botched heart surgery. The suspicion of the leader's whereabouts started around a week ago, when many North Koreans noticed he had missed the celebration of his grandfather's birthday on April 15th. Currently, we report that North Korea has not announced the leader's appearance in 2 weeks, and many more people are offering rumors about the situation. President Trump was one of the many asked about the situation, and Trump replied, quote, "I think the report was incorrect. Let me just put it that way. I'm hearing they use old documents." Recently, Moon Chung-in, a foreign policy advisor to the South Korean president, stated that, quote, "Our government position is firm. Kim Jong-un is alive and well. He has been standing in the Wonsan area since April 13th. No suspicious movements have so far been detected." However, U.S. officials state that Kim is, quote, in grave danger after surgery, as the United States monitors North Korean intelligence. We cannot give an exact prediction on the status of Kim Jong-un, but stay tuned for more updates on the developing situation.
All right. Now, Dale Zorn, a Michigan state senator, apologized over Twitter yesterday after pictures shown Zorn wearing a face mask designed in the pattern of the Confederate flag. The Republican senator was representing Ida Township at a Senate, voting when he was seen wearing a red mask with blue stripes and white stars, which is very much similar to the Confederate. He states that his wife made that mask for him and that the mask was supposed to represent the Kentucky or Tennessee state flags and not the Confederate. Zorn, however, apologized anyway on Twitter, saying, quote, "I'm sorry for my choice of pattern on the face mask I wore yesterday on the Senate floor. I did not intend to offend anyone. However, I realized that I did, and for that I am sorry. Those who know me best know that I do not support the things this pattern represents," unquote. Despite the apology, he is still facing backlash from the community and from other senators. One of them, Jim Ananich, pardon me if I got that wrong, replied, quote, "Frankly, I am at all loss for words other than to say I'm just really disappointed to see him make a choice that is deeply hurtful to so many." When he was called out for it, he didn't seem to even understand or acknowledge what the problem was, unquote. Now back to Johnny.
Coming up, China is planning a mission to Mars. Oh, and new updates on the newest Samsung phone has just been leaked. We'll be right back. Welcome back to GC News. On the 50th anniversary of the first ever satellite launch and on China's annual Space Day holiday, the Chinese National Space Administration is planning for their first ever Mars exploration mission that is set to start this year. The name of this unmanned exploration will go as Tianwen-1, which comes from the ancient poem which comes from an ancient Chinese poem that dates back many millennia ago. The CNSA also reports that from now on, all of their planetary exploration missions will have the name Tianwen to signify the country's scientific pursuits in space. China in the field of astronomy and space dates as far back as 1970, where they launched their first satellite in 1970. Wow, who knew? In 2003, 33 years later, they successfully landed a man on the moon and became the third country ever to do so. China plans to race against Russia and the United States and become a major space power by 2030.
All right. As some of you may know, Samsung has been in the works with a new phone, and this time their key feature, like most of their phones, focuses on the camera. Leaks of a new phone, supposedly in the works by Samsung, displays the front and back of the new phone with a revolutionary, new feature from the company, which is a pop-up front-facing camera. Like the OnePlus 7 Pro, we see that the selfie camera is not a part of the phone itself, but rather inside the phone and can be revealed at the push of a simple button. Not much information has been released on the phone, but by the details of the picture, we are able to identify this new phone could potentially have 3 cameras and a fingerprint reader on the back side. Since this is a leak, have little knowledge on the phone, we will probably have to wait until Samsung makes an official announcement later on.
After 44 days of lockdown, the Spanish government has allowed children under the age of 14 to leave their homes for an hour of supervised activity per day. However, kids are advised to stay within a kilometer of their house and that they cannot stay out for more than an hour. Despite the constraints, many children were thrilled to finally step out of their houses after a lockdown that spanned over 44 days. Along with this, Spain has found that they have had the lowest daily death a month. It is the first time the death toll. Adults are only allowed to step outside for trips, for shops, and to pick up food and or medicine. Continuing on, the long wait is finally over. With a score of 524-0, the Mikey family has won the Family Feud Season 2 Tournament of Champions. It was a tournament that took over 4 matches as the Mikey family battled it out against the Rock family for the grand prize of 500 Roblox, split between the members, and the title of Family Feud Season 2 Champion. Robux, excuse me. Take a look at the winning answer flip. Alright, we now go live to Studio 15, where we have some of the members of our champion family to talk about their win. So, hello everybody!
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so, just to let you guys know, we have Mikey, Mono, I think we have, well, who else? We have Chris. Alright, so we have Mikey, Mono, and Chris. Kyle and C-Roy were not able to make it tonight, but we did get those 3. So, how do you feel? You just won 500, well actually 100 Robux, but 500 Robux for the whole family.
It's got.
Also, please note that you are live on TV. Please do not swear. It's okay. But anyways, what went through your mind during the whole shabacle?
I mean, I never knew we would win 500 Robux. It's kind of a weird thing because I thought we were not gonna do well like we did last week because last week it kind of ended like 2-1. And that got me mad a little bit until we kind of came back. And I thought it was going to be a tie. And no, it was just going to be a problem. I was really nervous and that stuff. And thank God I had Mono because Hertz couldn't connect. It was just a mess.
Technically, I'm not supposed to be here.
Yeah,
I think Egghead's Wi-Fi for letting me be here for this moment. So
we put it.
True.
Yeah, that one.
And also, I think by other knowledge and being high up on the replacement list, just in case.
I mean, the point of Family Feud is being a family. I didn't see that in the other family that much.
Yeah, so we had good synergy, couple mess ups.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, my thing is with the match, it was pretty close on this one, 2-1 most likely. It's like I was in a very scarce position that I would have to do something different. Of course, the other team tied up, but I'm being honest. The other team put up a good fight. They did try their best.
I mean, like literally, it's not like what we used to do before the Tournament of Champions. 'Cause before Tournament of Champions, we would just
go wild,
yeah. And now it got painful to enough. It's gonna kill my energy off.
Okay, sorry for the abrupt pause. We had some production issues. But let me just tell you this. Do you think that if given a chance, you came back to Season 3, how do you think you would do the same as you did back in Season 2?
I do not plan to come back. I do not plan. I'm not going to do that anymore. I do not plan.
I will try to come back because I have not been officially been in a winning family. I've been mostly back up for 2 seasons of Tournament of Champions. One time, season 1 was just for 1 episode. This time for almost giving a team a win twice. That is now.
All right. And another question. 500 Robux. That's that's 100 Robux each. What do you plan to do with your 100 Robux? By the way.
Spend it.
I don't know.
Save it for now.
I mean,
Save it for
I'm on like a good shopping spree on suits for Price is Right Live because I host that show.
Oh yeah, you host that show. I know you host that show.
Because
Yeah.
you for me. Yeah, but you know, I just don't think of spending it all. You know, on one
Alright.
one day. Literally, I do not think of spending it.
Yeah, for me, I'm probably going to do the same thing as Mikey. Go and stuff for outfits for a fortune. So.
Right,
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Also, what were the biggest hassles going into this tournament?
It was
Every time.
and Kyle and Hertz because Saturday they couldn't make it, and I had to get
Mhm.
Mono and Eli to get in. Gamer did,
Yeah.
but it was a big hassle. I couldn't
Yeah,
even
well-
like sleep on the last day here on Family Feud. So that's all.
All right.
See?
Well, anyways, we thank you for the tournament is over. Now we all know the tournament is over, but it's not really over, so to speak. I'll elaborate on that probably next episode if I have the time. But thank you for coming, guys. We appreciate you being here.
No problem.
Yeah.
When
no
those videos
problem.
get released, prepare for ears to be broken because the screaming that
Yep.
was invoked.
Oh boy, yep.
I'm
Today,
tired.
2000
Yeah,
members. Woo!
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Now, coming up, learn about the newest COVID-19 symptoms.
And Indonesia bans all travel during the Ramadan holiday. All right, welcome back to GC News. The CDC has recently reported that 6 new symptoms relating to the coronavirus have been discussed. The newly updated list of symptoms include fever, cough, shortness of breath, chills, muscle pain, headache, sore throat, and new loss of taste and smell. The CDC also reports that the effect of these symptoms can either be mild or severe, and some people who do catch the virus may not even feel the symptoms. However, this depends on where you get it from and how your immune system reacts to the virus. It has also been reported that symptoms can take up to 2 to 14 days to fully be taken into effect after exposure to the virus. The CDC strongly reminds people to wear a face mask when going outside, stay at home if necessary, wash your hands, and keep up with your hygiene, and practice social distancing by separating yourself 6 feet apart from others.
Indonesia is home to the biggest Muslim population in the world, so it came to a shock on Friday when Indonesia decided to ban all domestic road, air, and sea travel to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus. Millions of Muslims come towards Indonesia to celebrate the end of the holiday Ramadan each year with their families. However, with the coronavirus in play, Indonesia fears that allowing travel will only cause more outbreaks of the virus. The country also is reported to have the second worst outbreak in Southeast Asia, with the only leader being Singapore. All public transport in the city has been banned until May 31st, and tens of thousands of troops have been deployed to hotspots to enforce isolation rules. President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, says, quote, "There is no splendor on the streets. The mosque place is in silence. The new atmosphere we will feel, absorbing the true meaning of facing that we run." Let's welcome the blessing Ramadan as a moment to break the chain of transmission of the plague for the sake of personal safety, relatives, and the entire nation.
All right. On Friday, scientists have celebrated the 30th anniversary of the groundbreaking piece of technology known as the Hubble Space Telescope. Hubble was launched into orbit on April 24, 1990, alongside the Space Shuttle Discovery, and to this day has been capturing pictures of our universe that has contributed to the progression of astronomy and science. Recently, the telescope took this picture of 2 nebulas, NGC 2014 and NGC 2020, which forms a part of the Large Magellanic Cloud over 163,000 light years away. The telescope itself, in its lifetime, has captured over 1.4 million observations, in which its information has contributed to over 17,000 scientific publications. It is safe to say that the Hubble telescope will continue to make great advancements to science to this day.
All right, now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, at least according to me. It's time for Kirk's Day of Days. Kirk, Jeremy, what is so good about today at all?
Well, it's Joey Jordanson's birthday. You may not know him, but I know Wheel does, as he's a heavy metal drummer who performed that with Slipknot, the Murder Dolls, Metallica, Korn, and Rob Zombie. Shocking, I know. I also saw, what was the other one I saw? Crap. Oh yeah, it was also the year anniversary of Avengers Endgame to come out today. I forgot if it was a Friday. It was probably a Friday. It's also Dragon Ball Z, because I don't know that. Apparently it is. Anyways, it is Melania Trump's birthday also. So she's 50, halfway to 100 and halfway to death. It's also Kane's birthday today, who if you don't know him, he's the Undertaker's half brother in WWE. I wouldn't be shocked. Only Sam would probably know him in this little community we call ourselves. Anyways, topping that off, we have Megan Thomas, who I don't know who Megan Thomas is. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. So moving on from birthdays, we're gonna go to fucking holidays. We have Alien Day.
Don't swear.
What the heck is Adubonde? Adubonde, that's a bird. Adubonde. Get Organized Day. Hug a Friend Day. National Dissertation Day. Mother Father Deaf Day. Hug an Australian Day, because apparently Australians are friends now. National Help a Horse Day. National Pet Parents Day. National Kids and Pets Day. National Pretzel Day. Ooh, that sounds. National Richter Scale Day. World Intelligence Property Day. National Static Cling Day. World Pinhole Photography Day. And to top that all off, looking back, totally not trying to stall or anything, so I can Control Shift T the last tab I have, because I'm about to delete all the tabs. Oh, right, the picture behind me. That's a context outside of the situation that I have no control over. Now let's go over to Steam real quick. The final off thing to first, obviously, is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, followed by Dota 2, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, GTA 5, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, Team Fortress 2, Ark Survival Evolved, Destiny 2, NNA Outshock, Terraria is in 9th place, followed by Rust. That is all for today's days today. As we now are going. Oh, right. Before we go, it is also a well-known member in the community's birthday. He is 17-year-old. Happy birthday, Hilm Daniel, or as most people know him. I forgot. Nodes. No Desire's username. Yes. Knows. Pretty much knows.
Alright. Anyways, we still have a lot more time left, so you know what that means. It's time for some table talk!
Wow. Did you really get one of those?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Wow. Congratulations.
Alright, well, time for some table talk.
We're the
what
only
do you think?
three here.
We actually, oh yeah, JSAC dipped. Alright, so let's talk about some cool stuff. Well, 2,000 members. We actually hit 2,000 members today.
Wow.
I can honestly not believe it.
Honestly,
I mean,
it took us, well, let's see. We hit 1,000 on
212 days, Chief.
I can believe it, but it's like we've come from so far, and like it's just well deserved, and I don't know what to say.
I don't know.
Yeah, it took us only around like under a year to get 2,000, which is honestly impressive enough. Honestly,
that's just wow.
It is honestly one. I didn't think we would hit 2,000 like a mile. I mean, to be honest, who would have thought it would happen this early?
It's literally almost been a year since 1,000. What the hell do you mean?
I don't care. I didn't think it was gonna happen today.
This is a child-friendly stream. Please, no swearing. Thank you.
Not Christian though.
Oh, we gotta. Oh, we can't. So yeah. Remember, we are live on TV, and this is a PG-13 channel. I believe. Also,
to all the kids out there who are watching this program, we are not going to swear on live television.
You can't.
Absolutely not.
No. You can't control me from saying this. Hello, team.
Parents are going to ask their kids to not watch us anymore.
Who watches the news as a child? I'm now curious.
Get your baby on this. Put your baby in your chair and watch GCNews.
Watch the news.
On Roblox, on
I make
YouTube.
my 5-year-old watch the news.
Go ahead. It's like
16,
you're gonna
right?
do like the scene from Clockwork Orange, like where they.
A child when you were 11.
I'm 5 years old.
Yeah. A lot of us are 5. Okay, well. Wait, on Wednesday. We're not doing it tomorrow. We're doing this on Wednesday. Tune in tomorrow at 9 on Wednesday, first of all. Follow us on Twitter at GCNews_ and subscribe to YouTube for whatever reason.
Why are we closing? It's only 28. We have 2 minutes left.
We're literally wrapping it up, okay? I got a message from production saying we're wrapping it up, and we are wrapping it up, okay? That's what we're doing.
But like,
you've heard the man.
I am the man. I am the man.
And you have any
all right. Anyways, I'm JohnnyZillion, and this is the end of this episode. Good night.
Yes,
we'll see you Wednesday. Gamer. How do you manage to look this bad?